Hi, Soyars. It's me. It's another day, and once again, I have walked into a cutscene accidentally before I started recording. This is what we got. Lyra being like, "Hey, it was you. The Patchy PC has awoken."
I just told the guards what's happening. The Red Star's gaining momentum, but I was careless.
Leora, and that patchy PC lady.
Oh no, what is going on?
What are you trying to say?
Hello, Kingdom Guards. I'm Scarlet the Seeker, former
What?
Kingdom Guard reporting in.
Mate,
Miss Scarlet was a member of the Kingdom Guards.
you don't say.
She's the one who uncovered Threadstar's plot, leading to Operation Starstrike.
None of this is making sense to me. Why is she punching people? Why is she punching people then if she's a guard?
Also,
Why is she throwing hands
she's Leah's mother.
at innocent citizens?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's because she has like 58 personalities within her psyche. You know what? You know what, Queen? I get it. I'm sorry. And she's Leah's mother.
What? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Let me explain. I discovered Red Star's conspiracy all because of Leah. Leah was my daughter, a lovely girl. Unfortunately, she was sick and left me too soon.
Why is her Kingdom Guard uniform so much cuntier than what we have? Like, I love the coat when it's this long. Ours is quite a lot shorter, isn't it?
I always kept her little clothes by my bed, pretending she never left.
I can't believe they decuntified the Kingdom Guard.
I missed her dearly. Then one day, her clothes disappeared. A tiny PC appeared in their place. She turned to me and called me Mama. I thought this PC was a blessing from the gods, so I called her Leah. I cared for her fabric, we played, and I sang Leah's favorite song. Small flower braids in rows, the dreaming child with secrets glows.
Wait, what was that about her being like a blessing from the gods, so her name is Leah? That's like not at all tracking in English, but I assume there's something going on with that in Mandarin.
Ah, happy days. I always slept with a smile on my face. Until she vanished too.
Unless I'm just not a knower, which might be the case.
Gone without a trace, like she never existed. I looked everywhere, but never found her. So I started investigating all the cases of missing PCs, hoping to find a clue. That's when I noticed the Red Star.
Okay, I like that. That was very dramatic. What I don't like is that they've only looped the rain sound effects for the duration of the like dialogue. So it just like randomly stops and starts
The Kingdom
again,
Guard,
just like that.
seriously, and Operation Starstrike succeeded.
Oh, Miss
Red Star was
Enfold.
seemingly gone, but
Is it gonna happen again? Yeah!
I still wasn't able to find my dear Leah. No matter where I looked, I never saw
You
her
have to go
again.
into the Team Rocket tower right there. It's right behind you, girl.
Later, I left the guards and died alone.
Oh, dang.
Still searching for my baby girl.
That's the turn.
I was then reborn as a PC. This broken pocket watch stopped exactly at the time Leah left. I wear it always.
Girl, that's crazy. That's some Edward Elric type of shit.
I swore on it. Whether whole or broken, whether it takes a day or 100 years, I will find my Leah. After a while, I began sewing pieces of the victim PCs onto myself.
That is so
Piecing
metal.
together their memories to find the truth.
That is so freaking metal, actually. Mad respect for this
I've
woman.
followed those memories ever since.
Threadstar kidnapped Leah and turned her into...
That's actually really
That's why you're
crazy.
so emotional seeing Leora. You were sensing Leah.
You could, if you wanted, you could just become like a Giga PC. Like you could just like take patches from like hundreds or thousands of PCs and then just turn into like this amalgam of like dozens of minds, hundreds of minds, thousands of minds. I think that would be very sickening. It's really giving the Book of the New Sun, if you guys know. If you don't, maybe don't read it. It's very old and very misogynistic. But it has some really cool philosophical ideas.
Yes. Those memories confused my mind, but I will never forget Leah's presence. Leah, my little Leah, I miss you so much.
Wind blows soft on the ridge, sending our sorrows off the bridge. Leah knows your voice.
I know. I followed Benny here because I suspected that over the decades, he's been helping Threadstar pick kidnapping targets.
What? Oh, so his quote-unquote real job is just a front? Bro was kind of sus though. I'm just like, I don't know. There was no way I was ever going to solve any of this with the information that we had at hand. So I feel a little slighted. That's involved. I feel a little slighted and betrayed. I was so excited to solve the mystery, and it's just, I feel like you've made it extremely difficult for me to do that successfully, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Wait, so you think Benny is a member of Threadstar? That's why you attacked him?
Attack? I did chase him, but I didn't succeed.
Oh, so he lied about it? Wait, didn't I say that that was a possibility?
How come?
What a liar.
Yeah.
Benny wasn't at the fermentation
Girl.
zone his first
Why is
day at the
everybody here a
estate.
liar? Can nobody
found
tell the
him there.
truth?
But that was early on the second
Is
morning.
it too much to ask?
Wait.
Then
that's
again,
the
I
day
kind of clocked
after
it,
the first
so
poisoning
I am
case.
mad.
A whole entire day after Benny claimed he was attacked.
His first day hiding in the estate, I couldn't follow him inside. The next day, I followed him to the fermentation zone, trying to catch him. I was distracted by a noise, probably one of his accomplices. He escaped, and I wasn't able to attack him.
The so-called attack was just a setup. I understand now. We need to catch Benny quickly. Don't worry. Gordon asked Jenny to keep him locked up. Both he and Colleen have already been detained.
Unfortunately, the PC who attacked Julie used some forbidden power to
What?
strike from a distance. I didn't see them, so
What do you
can't be
mean
sure if it was
forbidden
Benny.
power? Strike from a distance. That is crazy. Do these criminals have whim?
That's okay. You get some rest. I'll take it from here. I'm heading back to Ripple Estate to have a talk with them.
It is time for another interrogation. Let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. That is very atmospheric. I quite like it. I still haven't figured out how to like crop my pictures like this. It's very sickening. I have to admit that it's extremely sickening, in fact. Okay. Now, before I started filming today, I did upgrade my gliding outfit. And I kind of want to show it to you guys. But, is that going to be a very long journey? Is there any way that I... Wait, what is that place? Oh, I have been here, haven't I? Yeah, okay. There's probably no way that I can get there from here. There's some kind of path there. Why don't we just try? Why don't we just see where we can get to? Okay, no, it's not giving at all. Like a possibility. Oh, there's a chest here. Hello. I would very much like you. I would very much like you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was looking at my diamonds. I just wanted to talk about this outfit a little bit because it's very cute. IMO. It's very, very, very freaking cute. Okay, well, I guess Miss Infold had other plans. It's just the cloud reverie with slight adjustments, I suppose. Anyway, we love her. I'm just really mad. I initially had styled it with a different hair. The ponytails from like the new 3-star that you get from Golden Season. And I dyed it yellow, like a pastel yellow, and I bought the entire freaking palette for it. And in the overworld, it's just like completely like saturated fermented piss color, and I just lost my freaking mind. So yeah, we're not we're not doing that. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. But it's crazy because like the color that I used was like, it wasn't Beryl Home right before. I'm just gonna assume that it's Beryl Home again. It was like the lightest yellow in the entire palette, and it's just this like very vivid, aggressive yellow. in the overworld, and I just don't understand how that is even possible. Like, if that is what the lightest yellow looks like. Oh no, it's under me, isn't it? Yeah, it is. If that is what the lightest yellow looks like, then what does like the actual most saturated yellow look like? I understand that apparently it's very hard to like, how do I say this? I guess have consistency in hues across like lighting sources and like environment types when you're making a game. So like I understand, but like going from a pastel yellow, what is supposed to be a very light pastel yellow, into a full-on Ronald McDonald moment is kind of crazy to me. Where is bro at? Temporary detention area of Ripple Estate.
Benny and
Sorry.
Colleen are held in 2 nearby knock-knock cells.
Not knock-knock cells. That is so unserious.
On Colleen, but she won't explain why she stole the suitcase.
I was gonna say sorry guys, I had to like tab out and check that I actually started recording. I got really paranoid for a second.
As for Benny, I have yet to see him. I heard he's insisting on his innocence and begging to leave the abandoned district.
No bro, you're not going anywhere.
Suspecting an old friend must feel awful. Leora, if you ever need to talk, I'll be here for you.
Once again, we are just being everybody's unpaid therapist.
It's okay, Miss Nikki. After hearing about Miss Scarlet's investigation, I had some doubts about Benny. After all, if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't have started renting costumes from Threadstar.
Huh? Didn't you start to suspect him when Threadstar got into trouble?
Threadstar was popular then, and their custom stage costumes were in high demand. Benny was a perfectionist and wanted me to rent a magical costume to boost my influence. It wasn't that strange to me. So just like I never told Juliet about these things, I never told Benny I was investigating Threadstar either. But I never expected to run into him here, right when we were tracking down Threadstar's remnants. Returning to the abandoned district after a long time and running into so many accidents, it's hard not to be suspicious. Indeed. I've been afraid to face him because I'm worried I might get a bad answer. Leora, were you
What do you mean
close
a
to
bad
Benny in the
answer?
past?
A bad
Close.
answer?
Yes, I suppose. As my agent, even though he was treated differently because of his facial scar, he always did his best to shield me from unwanted gatherings and fought for me to have more opportunities. I appreciated him. Benny said the scar was an old injury. Did he get it back then? No, it was even earlier. He was born from a torn piece of clothing. The owner of the clothing was a struggling actor who had an accident.
This is
It
crazy.
happened during a very dangerous performance. Both he and
I
the
feel like
costume were left with a permanent
every
scar.
person involved in this storyline is just like has the most tragic, miserable backstory ever. Like it's a little overwhelming. I feel like if we only had a few of these stories, like Leon, whatever her mom is called, like if we just had that, for example, it would feel more impactful. But now it's like everybody has some kind of massive tragedy that's happened in their past. It just kind of feels oversaturated.
When I met Benny, he never really spoke about it, but kept washing himself and tidying the house, as if trying to repair every broken piece of his life.
Okay, he's still an evil bro.
Never faded from Benny's heart. Maybe because of this, he was a perfectionist and very strict with me, demanding I be a perfect star in everything I did. But he also cared for me a lot, like an older brother, ironing out every crease in my costume and making sure to tidy up my messy dressing table.
I will say though, I feel like a lot of the NPCs during the season are like very fleshed out. Like this is a lot of backstory that we're getting for like most of the key NPCs that are involved in the season's questline. At the same time, what I assume is gonna happen is that they're just gonna throw all of these very fleshed out NPCs away the moment that golden season is over, which is very, very sad. I mean, I guess maybe we'll meet them in Sichia, who knows, but...
At every performance, he stood backstage, applauded me, and gave me a bouquet of flowers. He wanted the spotlight on me even more than I did. As if the light could also heal his scars. Sorry for rambling. The most important thing to do now is to figure out what they're hiding. I think we can start by questioning him. If what I know about him isn't entirely based on lies, then he's not someone who's good at keeping secrets. All right, leave it to me.
Yeah!
Mama, let's go ask Benny some questions.
It's Danganronpa trial time.
You again? Detectives. Is it my turn to be treated like a suspect now?
Yeah, it is, bro, because you are one. Also, why did you put detectives in quotation marks, bro?
This is just a routine inquiry in the investigation, Benny. If you're truly innocent, I recommend that you cooperate fully and answer my questions seriously.
That's what I'm saying.
Where were you when we were chasing Colleen in the Ripple wine cellar? Were you her accomplice in stealing the suitcase? If you have nothing to hide, why were you in such a hurry to pack and escape?
I had no idea you were chasing Colleen. How would I even know where I was at the time? As for stealing the suitcase, wasn't that after I was knocked out? I was hit by that jittery, patchy PC as soon as I arrived. How could I have had time to steal anything?
Yeah, there was like a time inconsistency, right? And also he's lying about being hit. So it's probably that one?
And Pommy finding me, I'd be dead. You wouldn't even have the chance to suspect me here. Don't waste time on me. Go after that patchy PC. If she hadn't been chasing me around all day, I wouldn't have been in such a rush to leave. I'm sick of the endless threats of a career that never goes smoothly. I want to go home. Is that a crime?
No, bro. The crime is the crime that you've committed.
As for stealing this,
Nikki, based on our earlier reasoning,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Benny
saying.
didn't have time to commit the crime.
as for stealing the suitcase.
So what's the evidence then? Evidence used for selling case. Destiny recording Scarlett's account by pursuing Benny. She suspects that Benny works for a threat star and denies ever attacking Benny herself. Destiny recording Quirky Gordon's inspection of the mysterious patchy piece. The crazy patches in a broken pocket watch. Its true identity remains shrouded in mystery. Evidence found at the scene of the attack on Benny. The scrapbook notebook recording Benny's daily schedule, tightly packed with time slots. Is it this one? Yeah, I guess it's this one because it says Benny never went to the fermentation zone on the first day he arrived at the estate. He hid inside the estate instead. I only followed Benny to the fermentation zone in the early hours of the day after the poisoning incident, attempting to capture him. But it seems he had an accomplice who distracted me with some noise and I failed to catch him. I have never actually attacked him. I think it's this. Yeah, we got him.
Benny, I'm afraid that what you don't know is that we've already spoken with that patchy PC you mentioned.
What? That's impossible. That thing can't even form a complete sentence.
That thing is crazy.
Miss Scarlet has finally regained her senses. She's not some evil PC like you tried to frame her as. In fact, it's the opposite. You're the suspect, and that's why she's been chasing you all along. According to her testimony, your alibi doesn't hold up.
Heck yeah.
All that evidence was a lie you and Colleen came up with, wasn't it? If I deduced correctly, your arrival time in the abandoned district is accurate. Wendy can confirm
What
that
happened
much.
to our
So you couldn't have faked
lovely tension? Period. I can't think of a sentence. GG's guy.
But everything after that?
I just feel like that transition was
It's
super weird.
fabricated. The day you arrived, you went straight to the Ripple estate to meet up with Colleen and set your plan to steal the suitcase.
Colleen poisoned the detergent, and you stole the suitcase. She poisoned herself so she wouldn't be a suspect for the suitcase theft.
Exactly. After stealing it, you left the estate and met with Colleen in the fermentation zone. She always said she had a habit of doing her research at night. But once you left the estate grounds, Miss Scarlet spotted you again. Thanks to Colleen's help, you managed to escape. After that, the two of you chose to stage a fake attack scene to frame Miss Scarlet. That way, everyone at the estate would be on guard against her. She couldn't keep following you in the estate, and you had your unconscious all day alibi.
Now I get it. Even though Colleen and Pommy found you together the day before, the only one who claimed to have seen you unconscious there was Colleen herself.
In reality, you never went to the fermentation zone that first day. Colleen brought Palmy to find you on purpose, making her testimony seem credible.
That's quite a clever conclusion. But sorry, I'm just a failed talent scout. I don't get all the twists of this case, and I'm not interested in your detective.
Bro, we're not
games.
playing games. We're trying to catch a murderer.
I have no idea why that lunatic PC suddenly started spouting all this. The only thing I know is that she kept chasing and attacking me and caused me a lot of trouble. If you insist on believing that maniac and refuse to believe me, well then, I've got nothing more to say. Suit yourselves.
What do we do, Nikki? He still won't confess. If he keeps insisting Miss Scarlet is lying, we can't really prove otherwise.
I would rather believe Ms. Scarlet's testimony, but with both sides telling a different story, we can't use this as evidence to convince Benny. Let's talk to Colleen again. If we can prove she gave Benny false testimony, we can completely shatter their lies.
Alright. I have to say, Colleen's model is so cute. Like, look at her. She's so adorable. I just want to squeeze her.
So now you've
Oh
sent
my
a
god, the
human in this
pitchforks.
little yellow fur ball. I'm not in the mood to talk.
Girl, you don't have to be like this. You don't have to be so difficult.
Colleen, refusing to talk won't help. Since you had the guts to steal Madame Julie's suitcase, you should have been prepared for the truth to eventually reveal itself. Since things have progressed this far, you might as well cooperate and tell us your reasoning for stealing the suitcase. You're so gentle with the birds, so why stay loyal to a cruel organization like Threadstar?
Steal a suitcase? Nonsense. You were chasing me so fiercely that I got scared and hid for my own safety. That's all. I didn't steal anything.
I kind of
Little
live her.
birds,
She's so
Threadstar.
smug.
I don't know a thing about them.
Okay.
I've heard the name Julie, though. Some kind of sovereign of sexy. She delayed her trip. What does that have to do with me? Little birds, Threadstar. I don't know a thing about them.
Huh? How can you be acting so calm? Who even is this Colleen?
Okay, I guess it's not this one.
Steal a suitcase? Nonsense. You were chasing me so fiercely that I got scared and hid for my own safety.
Got red-handed, searched, and still spouting nonsense?
Steal a suitcase? Nonsense. You were chasing me so fiercely that I got scared and hid for my own safety.
Brains found at the
That's all.
suspected suitcase
didn't
of thieves'
steal
hideout.
anything.
They seem to be meant for feeding birds. To avoid disappointing the little birds, only a small portion was taken away from the full tray. Open Julie's suitcase. The suitcase found at the suspected suitcase thieves' hideout confirmed to be the same one that held Julie's scraps. Its surface is now covered in dirt, which clear scuff marks. Experimental fabric dropped near suitcase. Scraps carried by Colleen. Okay. After capturing Colleen, lots of fabric scraps were found on her, identical in appearance to Julie's scraps. I mean, do we just not do that? Ledger. Mr. Leon. Cersei. Is it not this? I'm just gonna... Oh, it worked. Heck yeah.
Those scraps were found in your possession. Still going to deny it?
Just some cloth scraps. I use them to test detergents. What? Is there a rule against bringing your own scraps to Ripple Estate?
If they were really just scraps for testing detergent, why did you keep carrying them while running away? Even when you were cornered, you still wouldn't let them go.
I'm a professional detergent bar owner. I have my reasons. Besides, you suddenly chased me. I didn't have time to think about what I was carrying. If you can't prove where these scraps came from, stop wasting my time.
It's this, right?
Colleen, does this piece look familiar? We found it near Madame Julie's suitcase at Golden Fields, the one you didn't manage to take. If we compare this piece with the scraps we found on you, it will prove they're the same fabric. Or do you need to see a lab report before you'll admit it?
I actually left a piece behind.
Yeah, you did, girl.
Looks like you just admitted to being the
You
suitcase
done
thief.
freaked up.
Now, one more question. Benny was your accomplice, wasn't he? His so-called coma was just your cover. He was never attacked at all, was he?
And what does it matter if I am the suitcase thief? Give it up. I'll never tell you anything else. As for Benny, I'd never seen him before I came here. And I'd never bother faking evidence for him.
I'd never seen him before I came here, and I'd never bother faking evidence for him. It's probably this, no?
That total neat freak. I can't even be bothered to talk to him, let alone go out of my way to help him. And what does it matter if I am? As for Benny,
Do we have
I'd
anything
never
for this,
seen
though?
him before I came here, and I'd never bother faking evidence for him.
I don't know, to be honest.
She still claims she doesn't know who Benny is. Nikki, is there any way we can prove that the two of them have crossed paths before?
As for Benny, I'd never seen him before I came here, and I'd never bother faking evidence for him.
I don't know, that doesn't really prove anything. Meet contact, hand over candidate list. Nightshade Lounge. Is that the bar that Colleen runs? I honestly don't know. I'm just gonna try this. I guess that was right.
Benny's notes say he
Love
often
it.
visits the Nightshade Lounge.
Oh,
the
heck
very
yeah.
one you own, Colleen. He even pays monthly tabs. A hands-on bar owner that goes as far as to personally test detergents, and even carries around test fabric scraps just in case. And yet you claim to never have met someone who's obviously a regular customer of theirs. What a liar.
That fool. Of all the things, how could he drop this page? Stupid. Utterly stupid.
It's over, Colleen. No denying it now. You and Benny were
I love
a
this
team,
guy.
poisoning the Dawn's first light detergent
He's
just
giving
to
fierce.
steal that suitcase. Why? What is this golden vision? Why kidnap so many PCs? Why target Madame Julie? Don't you think enough PCs died already? Colleen, it's not too late. Tell us the truth, and we can stop more PCs from being lost.
Fine, I do know Benny. But just like you said, it's nothing more than a bar owner and a regular.
Sure, bro.
I'd never risk faking evidence for a customer. And even if he came fairly often, I never liked that man. What a pretentious fool.
What do we do, Nikki? This is the most stubborn PC I've ever seen. She's still not telling us anything.
If she refuses to talk, we have no way to keep investigating. Momo, we need to find a flaw in her collaboration with Benny. Maybe we can start from here.
Benny's journal page. The details from when Benny was found. We know this is sus. I don't know exactly what this refers to.
I've got it! Colleen, could you please describe the state you found Benny in for us? If you are both telling the truth about what happened, both of your stories should match perfectly, right?
Didn't I already explain when I brought that PC back? Oh, you know I hate repeating myself.
I don't just want the broad story, I need the details. For example, what was the weather like that day? What scent of detergent did the fermentation zone smell like? And what condition was Benny in? Come on, Colleen. Answer these few questions and I won't bother you anymore.
That early morning, actually, the very morning of the dawn's first light chaos, I went to check the fermentation zone and saw a buttonfoot and a white glove coming from the wooden barrel house. The weather was just normal. The air carried the scent of aroma lily, which gave me a headache. As for Benny, I thought he was just a worker resting, so I didn't pay much attention. I had no idea it was him.
Then the next day, you brought Pommy with you, and he was still there. Pommy checked, and that's when you realized it was Benny, knocked out from the attack?
Correct. But you already know that, don't you? The morning after the poisoning incident, the weather was fine, and the air smelled of flight fruit. He was lying in the exact same spot, still unconscious. Just one blow to the back of the head, and he is out that long. How pathetic. Now, is that enough? Don't bother me anymore.
Okay. Girl, how long is this quest line? I'm gonna be so for real.
Is this ever going to end? I want to go home, you hear me?
That is literally what I'm saying, Benny. So let's get it over with. Can't win against me.
Benny, we have one final question. If you can answer it honestly, then maybe you can go home sooner.
Go home to prison.
Please describe your experience of being attacked and knocked out, and when Colleen and Pommy found you. What was the weather like that day? What scent of detergent did the fermentation zone smell like? What condition were you in?
Questions. Why so many questions? I already told you. I arrived that very morning when the dawn's first light incident happened. It was still dark when I reached the estate. I got lost for a while before I found the fermentation zone, and then ran into that sneaky PC. As for the weather, it was pitch dark. Who knows what the weather was like? The scent? Probably something like wool fruit.
Nah.
I was really tired at the time. I just wanted to ask for directions.
Ugh! This fluff bag's tougher than I thought. Nikki, let's hit him with the evidence.
Okay, I just completely skipped the last one. What did you say?
Then suddenly she attacked me and knocked me out. When I woke up, Pommy and the others had already taken me back to the estate. That's all I know.
It's this one, right?
Weather.
Sounds guilty to me, Detective Nikki.
As for the weather, it was pitch dark. Who knows what the weather was like?
Is that all true? Because that's not at all what Colleen said. Take a closer look. Her account of the first time she saw you doesn't match yours at all.
What? It should match. I was just lying there unconscious and...
Well. How very disappointing. You should know that if you have a criminal accomplice, the first thing that you should do together is devise a story that matches on both ends. However...
Too, right? She said the fermentation zone smelled of aroma lily, but you said wool fruit. If I didn't know any better, I'd say one of you wasn't there.
That's what I'm saying.
I just
You
got it
B-tier
wrong.
criminal.
It was a mistake.
I happen to be an S-tier detective.
Benny, don't you think it's a bit too late to change your story and say the scent was aroma lily? Aroma lily's smell is so distinct. No one would believe your side of the story now. The fermentation zone always starts releasing the scent of that day's ingredients after 3 a.m., but you and Colleen described completely different smells. If you're not lying, then how do you explain that?
No, I just made a mistake. I didn't. No, I never smelled anything. You pressured me into saying something, so I just blurted it out. Wait, I remember. I remember now. It wasn't past 3 a.m. when I arrived. I got to the abandoned district by 2 a.m., so I wasn't lost that long.
It's probably this, right? And then we can check it against his ledger.
I wandered a bit after that, of course, but not for long. Then I saw that crazy PC's pocket
Not
watch.
ledger, whatever, diary.
It read 2:30.
No, that's also not true. I don't think the watch is set for 2:30. Oh yeah, we don't have Benny here either. Okay, broken pocket watch. Does it say here? The pocket watch is stopped at 11:18, right? That's what I'm
You
saying.
made a huge mistake, Benny. You keep trying to frame Ms. Scarlet, but you don't know her story.
You don't know her
Or the
story.
spirit and the sheer willpower
You know her
behind
name, but you don't know her
pursuit.
story.
That pocket watch was broken from the start. It's forever stuck at 11:18. The time Ms. Scarlet lost her daughter.
Broken?
Girl, I'm so locked in.
Lost her daughter. No, I don't understand.
Her daughter was murdered by Threadstar. You couldn't have seen 2:30 on that watch. So you're lying. Benny, I suggest you confess. It's over, Benny.
Oh
Time to
no!
admit you lied.
What is this perspective?
We already know your background. You're both Threadstar's villains, sent to the abandoned district to carry out the Golden Vision, right?
This is your last chance to redeem yourself. Tell us why you stole the suitcase, and why you tried to kill Madame Julie. And stop working for Threadstar.
Come clean and we'll go easy on you. If you're honest, you'll get a lighter sentence.
No. Prison? Impossible. I have no idea what you're talking
Well,
about.
girl, that's irrelevant right now.
What Threadstar? What about killing Julie? I don't know anything. As for the scent in the pocket watch, who knows? Maybe I just misread it.
Bro, you're cooked.
You're just the type who won't cry until death's staring you right in the face.
What evidence do you have that proves I work for Threadstar? Show me. How can you verify that I helped Colleen steal the suitcase? You caught her, right? You should find the suitcase and the cloth on her. If so, then lock her up.
You're ruthless. Your ally doesn't matter to you at all?
Why should I care about what happens to her? I just want to go home already. I don't want to stay in this place for another moment. Go away, detective. Without solid evidence, don't expect to hear another word
Girl,
from
our
me.
evidence is pretty freaking solid. I don't know what you're
Looks like they're
going
both
on about.
refusing to cooperate. We should figure out our next move.
Oh my god, how freaking long is it gonna
When I
take to
turn around,
get
I
these?
see Momo stepping on my shadow.
Guys, checked.
Phew. These two are hard to deal with. They're starting to crack, but they still won't confess.
Don't lose hope, Momo. At least we know they're partners now. Benny's so-called attack probably aligns with my theory. It's just a story they made up. Threadstar must have sent a few members to the abandoned district to carry out the Golden Vision.
Well, what exactly is the Golden Vision? And why would they want to hurt Madame Julie so badly? What should we do now, Detective Nikki? Their lips are totally zipped. Not even a hint. How are we supposed to piece the story together when we have no clues at all?
Hold on. Like I've said before, no matter how perfect a crime seems, if you look closely enough, cracks will always show. Bad seeds only grow bad fruit. I doubt that we're going to get any more information from Colleen. She would rather confess to stealing the suitcase and accept being punished than tell us what really happened.
Ugh. Colleen is a pretty tough cookie, you know that? I mean, even if I pulled out my razor-sharp claws, I don't think she would be fazed in the slightest. She's just that tough.
But there might still be a chance with Benny. He's desperately denying it, and he insists there isn't any evidence. But if we find solid proof...
I thought we
might
already had
check it.
solid proof like 3 times. What else does it
Fortunately,
take?
The assassination attempt on Madame Julie has no witnesses, and it's hard to find clues from the Esslings. That route probably won't work.
Should we start with the missing suitcase case?
Yeah, if we can prove that Benny stole the
Suitcase
suitcase during all
case?
of the detergent poisoning chaos, he won't be able to deny it. And if we can prove Benny's a member of Threadstar, identifying his motive, he probably won't have much of an argument.
Makes sense. Detective Nikki, where do you think would be the very best place to start looking for evidence? Your trusty assistant Momo is here and ready to go whenever you need me. Just point me in the right direction and I'll get on it right away.
Whether it's Threadstar or Benny, the PCs in the abandoned district might not be familiar with them. We'll probably find clues asking guests from Sichia. How about we start by talking to...
Girl, I don't know. I have no idea at this point what is even gonna work. Mr. Leon is wackadoodles. Tommy, he had a lead about the Simon guy. Maybe we do Tommy.
Tommy, was a lot of evidence in his old newspapers. It's possible he knows even more about Benny's history.
Alright, let's get going. With Nikki on the case, we've got this.
Guys, ain't no way. I heard somebody knocking on the door, so I went to check, and there was nobody. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Where's Tommy? Tommy, where are you? Tommy, reveal yourself. Oh. Okay, so is it Barrel Home or Barrel Grove? Somebody tell me. I'm just gonna assume it's Barrel Home, right? I hate these abandoned district maps. I know what they say in half of the time.
Write it all down. Even if I don't make the headlines, at least give me a sidebar mention. Hey!
Girl, are you
why,
just
if it
talking
isn't
to
Nikki
yourself?
herself?
Hey, is bro just talking to himself? That is kind of sickening.
Oh, thanks to you, I was able to dig up the tune that Cersei used to whistle. A melancholy girl gazing at the wheat fields. This means...
It means you're really talented to dig up such details. I wonder if you know Benny just as well.
That guy only has Madame Julie and Cersei on his mind.
Ha! Don't underestimate me. In just a few days, I was able to uncover nearly all the secrets held by those folks from Sicia. Everyone except, of course, for the mysterious Leora. But that's only a matter of time.
Please, tell us.
Benny, he was a great talent scout who made Cersei famous back in the day. They were both incredibly close to each other. When Cersei won the Golden Sicia Best New Artist Award, Benny cried so hard backstage he couldn't even keep his sunglasses on. Ever since Cersei unexpectedly died, his career dried up. Now, even the drink shop thinks he's bad luck and won't hire him.
Dang.
Yikes. That workplace environment is just brutal.
What do you mean that workplace environment is just brutal? Girl, is it just me or is the dialogue like a little wackadoodle? Like, I don't know if I'm just really tired and not a native speaker, but I feel like there's some shenanigans going on. And I have heard some stuff about Infold using AI to translate dialogue in other languages, so I wouldn't be too surprised if even the English translations are a little compromised, if you will.
After all, his temper and the scar on his face didn't win him any favors. Not to mention his time in prison.
Excuse me?
Prison? What happened?
I remember it had something to do with threads.
Well,
Let me check.
sure, mate.
That briefing was stolen by
No,
Mr. Leon.
what do you mean? Why is... Can I just...
He
Girl...
said, "Oh, the ink upon every single one of the newspapers will forever be my stage. I can't wait to get to Barrel Grove and share my art again."
Mr. Leon needs to be detained.
That he left in quite a hurry.
He should have been in one of those knock-knock prisons or whatever they were called.
Who knew that even columnists have to watch out for robberies
Old.
too? I'll be avoiding him from now on.
Sounds like something Mr. Leon would do. I think we should avoid him too. Nikki, what do we do now?
What do you mean? He just stole, like, evidence and we're just gonna avoid him? That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna look for him. What? This is so stupid.
Mr. Leon was also at the scene when the suitcase was stolen. Although he was caught up in a hallucination at the time.
I mean, I don't
maybe
think...
now he can remember the more overlooked
I don't think
details.
that's how hallucinations and memory work. Like, you would still recall whatever hallucinatory contents of perception your memory recorded. You wouldn't just magically get, like, true details about your experience after the hallucination phase. Like, you were still hallucinating when the thing happened. Girl, make it make
If we're
sense!
performing some one-man show again, then it looks like we'll be in for a real dramatic time. Ugh. Let's just go wait for him near the Barrel Grove.
Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do that. I can't wait for more shenanigans. More theater kid shenanigans. Love that. Wait, what? Ask Leora optional. You know what? I'm not gonna do it because this quest is already destroying my brain cells at an unprecedented rate. And I feel like I'm being imprisoned. Who's that? Oh. That's nobody. We're just waiting for Mr. Leon here. Yeah.
Oh, this world is even sadder than the drapes at the Backwater Theater.
Oh my god.
Mr.
I already
Leon,
hate it here.
Sorry to bother you. Did you see Benny before or after the poisoning that day?
Benny? No, I didn't see him. Why? Do you think he was the one who stole the suitcase? He doesn't honestly think that a few scraps of cloth will cover that broken face of his and hide his shameful past.
Okay, well that's a
does
little
he?
judgmental, bro.
You seem to know Benny's past well.
Of course. It all starts with my
No,
own glorious
not again. Oh no. He also has a dramatic, sad backstory.
A boy more fragile
No.
than an unfinished script. When he arrived in Sichia, his dreams were even bigger than the
Why is he
city.
talking about himself in the third person? I cannot.
Even though he had already become a piece of living art, that era of foolishness trailed behind his shadow. On snowy nights, his monologues put the basement's hairband slugs to sleep. The applause that should have followed, lost along their way. Until one day, a kind gentleman gave him a gift powerful enough to shake the world, whispering, "Wear it, wear it." He knew everything has a price. Nightmares, pain, reminding him of their existence. He went back to perform the full submission again and again in hopes to awakening this ignorant era. But he fell, forever left upon the platform leading to his dreams.
Could that man be from Threadstar? Ugh. So they used everyone's dreams and it cost your life.
I really have no idea what we are talking about right now.
To do with Benny.
I do not follow at all. What do you mean they used everyone's dreams and it cost you your life? What?
Don't be like those who know nothing of art, ready to tear away fate's every secret. Intermission time! Shall we have a little preview of Act 2?
Or can you just ask her a few
Such
questions?
Furious faces. Surely you've seen through the gods' twisted little trick. Such pitiful jealousy. Too afraid to let the true starlight fall upon me.
Okay. Please be quiet so we can read this. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Good night, Sichia. Many centuries old newspaper now inevitably yellowed and worn with age. Today's reckoning, the crimes of Threadstar. As the bells told, 23 years of Threadstar's crimes came to an end. The ringleaders, involved in trafficking and abduction, have been sentenced to death. Costume production, numerous minor accomplices involved in promotion-related offenses, sentenced to 100 years imprisonment with forced labor. See the filler page for a detailed list of accomplices. What? Over 100 imprisoned pieces were rescued from the last stronghold. Some on the brink of death due to prolonged abuse. The queen, enraged, called it the crime of the century. Night deepens. May the laments sewn into the performance costumes finally find peace tonight. Departure, flying into the night of folly. 22 years, 4 balloons, a solitary journey. Mr. Leon carries the fool's submission. This is not a performance, it's an awakening. This one-man show, which he calls genius martyrdom, tells a story with pure authenticity, shaking the very earth. Tour begins next month. Good night, and may each of us find the courage to release our balloons. Girl, what? Dense list of Threadstar's implicated personnel, handwriting blurry and hard to fully read. Shockingly, many in the entertainment industry were also involved, including Cersei's PC agent. Well, there it is, right? That's Benny.
Sending that evil messenger, Benny, with fake generosity and kindness, politely selling costumes to me, all secretly marked with the price of downfall.
I mean, Benny was Cersei's only agent. I never suspected that he could possibly be one of the culprits behind selling all those stage costumes. This is truly shocking. And now it's clear. He really is connected to Threadstar.
This is exactly the evidence we're looking for. Mr. Leon, thank you for your help. I never expected that you too were hurt by Threadstar and never got to perform your solo show.
It's fine, it's fine. Every step on stage I make now is rehearsal. All in preparation for the full submission. Just wait and see. The boy who fell on the platform will be back, carrying all the scripts rejected, to expose this fake world.
I have no idea what Brody's on about.
Nikki, can we finally take down Benny now? Let's.
This suggests
Well, I
a
sure
link
hope
between
so.
Benny and Threadstar, but we'll still need solid proof
What
that he's
do
the one
you
who stole the suitcase if we want
mean?
to expose his secrets.
But no one
What
suspected
do you
Benny when we
mean?
investigated the suitcase theft case before. Where do you think we should start digging from here?
Ha! Miss Nikki. There were plenty of audience members obediently seated under the stage that day. Why not go ask them?
You mean... Oh, right! We questioned Squeaky and Belford, but we got caught up with running around. We haven't even interviewed Leora yet. Maybe she'll link Benny to stealing the suitcase.
Then what are we waiting for? Come on, let's find Leora and ask her.
So we could have just talked to her? Before? Okay. Well. Where is Miss Ma'am?
I think I was here. And then... Leora, are you recalling what happened the day the suitcase was stolen? Miss Nikki, yes. While you were all busy with the questioning, I just stood by doing nothing. I felt so ashamed. I thought that if I could recall some overlooked details, maybe I could help.
Girl, the best thing you can do to help is actually just go get some new wig glue and get that shit sorted. I am terrified of looking at you.
That's fine. In fact, we were thinking the same thing. We came to hear more about that day in detail. Of course. As always, the first to receive the dawn's first light that morning were the on-duty staff, so they would be able to quickly return to their posts. After I applied it and was about to head back, I noticed some staff were already showing symptoms. I had a bad feeling, so I ran here, hoping to meet Gordon. When I arrived, I saw Squeaky pressing juice there. She's usually really energetic, but at that moment she seemed unusually agitated.
If you say so, it really sounds like she must have already been hallucinating back then. She was talking about flying fruits, runaway bags, all sorts of impossible things.
At the same time, I saw Belford approaching. He carried a bunch of detergents, but was already unsteady. It sounds like Belford was about to hallucinate too. I wanted to help him, but I quickly started to feel dizzy myself, stumbling and bumping into him.
I like how the the shattering of the glass sound occurred before any of the detergent actually hit the ground.
Lots of detergent spilled. The smell was strong. Oh, this must be the fragrant fireworks Belford told us about. But then I started hallucinating too. I can only remember some fragments. A yellow bullcat with two blue-purple horns, wearing a blue-purple jewel on his neck.
Sure.
Well, I thought the bullcat might charge. While dodging it, I bumped into a sack, and I think I may have cracked it.
Do you think that
You
Bullcat
can't
could
crack a
Belford?
sack.
I remember his yellow hat having two blue-purple patterns. Just a thought.
How do you crack a sack?
That's a possibility. Then suddenly I heard a loud shout ring out. You'd rather have perfect wheat fields than accept the Barrisant I bring! Something like that.
That has to be Mr. Leon. I think your version of this line is better than his original.
I agree.
That was
The
him.
bar is very low though.
I was startled then. I saw the bullcat run away, felt danger was coming, and left quickly. It looks to me like both you and Squeaky were scared off by Mr. Leon's shout. When I came to my senses, I was at a remote water spot, soaked through, and there was no one nearby. So that's what happened. We met the other witnesses Leora mentioned to us, but I can't shake the feeling that something is off. There should have been one more PC there, the thief. They couldn't have disappeared without a trace, but what exactly feels wrong? Don't rush things, Miss Nikki. Maybe we can simulate an interrogation. Treat me like a suspect, find any inconsistencies in my story.
Girl.
Maybe the truth is hiding in plain sight.
Girl.
Great idea. We should get started. Ready, Miss Nikki? describe again what happened nearby that day? Especially the part where you saw Squeaky and Belford. Not a problem. When I arrived here, Squeaky seemed already caught up in hallucinations, pressing juice with wild agitation. Belford was on the other side, transporting detergent but already unstable. I tried to help but felt dizzy and accidentally bumped into him, spilling the detergent. After that, I fully slipped into hallucinations and fought with an imaginary bullcat. Well, I think that was a mistaken vision of Belford.
That is not what you said, ma'am. Okay, so I wasn't tripping when I was saying there's some weird stuff going on with the translations.
That totally not palmed special blend must be really potent. The hallucinations everyone had were so different. Detective Nikki, do you see anything suspicious?
Once again, I have accidentally skipped a line.
Not a problem. When I arrived here...
What was the last one then?
Later, I was startled by Mr. Leon's passionate performance. With Belford pacing around nervously, we both left the place.
I have no idea.
Belford was on the other side, transporting detergent but already unstable. I tried to help but felt dizzy and accidentally bumped into him.
When we investigated the crime scene, wasn't the, like, there was like a pile of detergents by the windowsill that seemed to be fine? This is what I mean. Evidence was revealing several bottles of detergent found near the suitcase theft scene. The surfaces are polished to shine and are arranged neatly. Yeah, girl.
Leora testified that she bumped into Belford and accidentally spilled detergent all over the place. Since both of the hallucinating PCs left after that happened, there's no way they could have neatly arranged the detergents found in the corner. But last time we investigated here, we saw lots of organized detergent bottles near where they bumped into each other. Someone stood the bottles back up, and that PC who did so is very likely the culprit. Miss Nikki, please let me examine these bottles. This one's scent. It's Benny. Why do you think it's Benny? I'm not sure you remember, but I mentioned when Benny was my agent, he was incredibly attentive, helping me organize clothes, even tidy my dressing table. Scripts I carelessly left lying around would be stacked neatly, and any makeup I may have spilled on my desk would be arranged just like these detergent bottles. I should mention, this detergent scent is the one Benny usually uses. We often see Benny washing his hands. It seems he always carries detergent with him. Yeah, although this fragrance he usually uses is quite common and very mild, when placed alongside these other nearly scentless detergent bottles here, you can still figure out the difference between them. Moreover, only this bottle has been slightly used, and the bottle's cap has an extra seal ring inside of it. That's Benny's signature. If Benny stole the suitcase, after doing the dirty work of lockpicking, he'd want detergent to clean his hands. I now suspect that the big sack I accidentally bumped into, after being startled by Mr. Leon's performance while I was hallucinating, was actually Benny. Benny was washing his hands while he was also startled by Mr. Leon, bumped into you, and dropped this detergent? Exactly. That's definitely possible. But so far, it's just speculation based on Benny's habits. It's hard to prove.
Exactly. And since this detergent is so common, Benny could easily blame another PC for leaving it behind.
I think we'll need to dig a little deeper. This interrogation simulation has been really helpful to us, Leora. If you can keep assisting us while we clear things up, we would really appreciate it. It would be my pleasure.
What? It's still not enough? Oh my god. Oh.
Ready, Miss Nikki? We'll
I'm
start
so
when you are.
over this. I'm so over this, you guys.
If this bottle of detergent with a different scent really was dropped by Benny... I see. In that case, there's still one suspicious detail. When Benny was looking for the detergent that he had dropped, he tidied up the spilled bottles by force of habit. But if he had the time and energy to do that, how could he have not taken the detergent he actually dropped? Indeed. In his case, not having detergent is probably as bad as not wearing clothes. I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think?
have no idea what this is supposed to be now.
Indeed. In his case, not having detergent is probably as bad as not wearing clothes. I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one.
Nikki, think quickly. All the spilled detergent here has to come from just one source.
I think maybe he
Just
did take a bottle of
one
detergent,
source?
just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna click something.
This might not be related
Okay.
to what we're discussing now. What we need to figure out is what I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent.
What
just
he
the
took?
wrong one.
How would I know about that?
Miss Nikki, what do you think?
Maybe it's this?
This might
Okay,
not be related
nope.
to what we're discussing now. What we need to figure out is what I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you
Sure. I'll take it.
I remember Belford mentioned that the only detergent he's been transporting recently is the super duper palmed detergent. It doesn't smell like anything, and matches the characteristics of these detergents.
I see. Since the bottles all look alike, and the scent difference is minimal, it doesn't surprise me that he grabbed the wrong detergent in a hurry.
Even if Benny did grab the super duper palmed detergent by mistake, he probably realized it a long time ago. If he's already thrown away that bottle, we can't investigate further.
Maybe we can find supporting evidence from other testimonies. Have other witnesses seen anyone with a distinctive appearance in their
Yeah,
hallucinations?
there was one, right?
Like how I saw a sack with a big tear.
Is it not this one? Another bag split open in fright. That sounds similar.
Squeaky said she saw a big sack split open after being scared by another noisy sack. Maybe what she actually saw was Benny, who got a big shock from Mr. Leon.
That's definitely possible. Looks like I'm not the only one who saw a hallucination resembling Benny.
So the truth has been right in front of us all along. We just didn't see it.
Great! Now we have both the detergent he dropped and the descriptions mentioned in everyone's testimony. Nikki, can we go interrogate Benny now?
I'm still a bit worried. Will these ambiguous pieces of evidence
Girl, I
really
sure
make
hope
him
so.
confess?
I've had enough of this. I've had enough of
I also
this.
feel something's missing.
No,
From what
you
I
know you
understand of
don't.
Benny, the more stressful the situation, the more eloquent he gets.
We've seen that behavior before. Even with a mountain of evidence, he just keeps arguing. Hey, could this be a trait of a showbiz manager?
Huh, you could say that. In the ruthless entertainment world, it was a skill he really took pride in. Given his personality, when faced with this evidence, he'll probably claim he was poisoned and ran to the scene, but he'll firmly deny touching the suitcase.
Yeah, I can picture that. Looks like we need solid proof to show he did actually come into
No.
contact with Madame Julie's
I'm
suitcase.
growing allergic to the phrase solid proof.
Leora, please help me one
No
more time.
freaking
Just
way.
one last interrogation simulation.
This is too much.
Ready, Miss Nikki? We'll start when you are. key is right here. How can we prove that Benny made contact with Madame Julie's suitcase? To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left. Benny definitely washed his hands with the super-duper pumped detergent he grabbed by mistake, but this detergent doesn't have any distinctive scent. Besides the scent, what kind of flaw could super-duper palmed possibly cause?
Wasn't there a whole thing about one of the different types of fragrance causing like damage to fabric, and the suitcase had a part that had been damaged in such a manner?
Alan once told us that super duper palmed can amplify the effects of other types of detergent. So powerful that the estate won't even sell it to any outsiders. That's especially true when it's combined with One Breath Bliss and One Wash Fresh detergents.
Yeah, and Madame Julie uses One Wash Fresh, right? On the suitcase?
Turns out, this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw. Benny definitely washed his hands with the super duper pumped. Turns out, this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw. Unfortunately, this doesn't prove. Turns out, this detergent can create so many of. Benny definitely washed his hands with the super duper. To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left. Madame Julie's suitcase is covered in dirt and scuff marks. If Madame Julie saw it, she'd be upset for sure. But she carefully picked the fabric for this suitcase. It shouldn't be this fragile. So that's it. Madame Julie's suitcase has always been maintained with One Wash Fresh, and that detergent has deeply soaked into the fabric. That's why Gordon could make a special tracking reagent to help us find the suitcase. But when One Wash Fresh is mixed with super duper palmed, it becomes a detergent with cleaning power that's too strong. The marks on the suitcase aren't from wear, but damage caused by washing. Oh, during the theft, the suitcase was covered in dirt, and Benny washed it with the detergent he had on hand, but the two detergents combined, damaging the fabric. Exactly. It's probably because he realized the fabric was getting damaged that Benny didn't dare keep cleaning. Otherwise, with his obsession for cleanliness, he wouldn't have tolerated so much dirt still on the suitcase. Leora, could you help think this through? With this evidence, is there any way he could still deny it? Considering Super Duper Palmed is not officially sold outside the estate, this evidence is quite conclusive. If he were desperate enough to fight back, maybe he would try to claim the marks were there before the theft? This is it! This is the photo Palmy took when the choo-choo train delivered Madame Julie's suitcase. Look! The suitcase looks perfect here. Those obvious wear marks must have appeared after this photo was taken. Miss Nikki! No, Detective Nikki. You did it!
About freaking time.
So this is what really happened that day. While everyone was hallucinating, Benny snuck onto the scene. No one knew that a new guest had arrived at that time, except for Colleen. After stealing the suitcase, Benny washed his hands out of habit, using the detergent he'd brought. Then, Mr. Leon shouted his lines, startling all the PCs. Leora knocked over Benny's detergent bottle. When he went to pick it up, he couldn't help but organize the scattered bottles. But he took the wrong detergent, the Super Duper Palmed, the one that Belford was responsible for transporting. Then he left with the wrong detergent and the suitcase. The estate was chaotic during those few days, so no one saw the detergent bottles lined up in the corner. Later, because the suitcase was so dirty, he tried cleaning it, but didn't expect the reaction between Super Duper Palmed and One Wash Fresh already soaked into the fabric would wear the material down. Bad seeds only grow bad fruit. Eventually, he left behind a flaw. Why did he choose this path? He cares deeply about his wounds, yet he joined Threadstar, tearing apart his own kind. Leora, we still don't know how deeply Benny's involved. Let's talk to him first, before we make a call.
Yeah. Although he definitely helped steal the suitcase, we haven't found any other clear sign of wrongdoing. The ledger isn't his, and the Golden Vision notes aren't with him either. He already served a century in prison and got hit by his own accomplice. Before we jump to conclusions, decide whether he's truly a bad PC or not, we need to gather all the facts, piece everything together, and see the full story
Girl,
for ourselves.
how long does it
Prison.
take?
I guess I didn't know everything about him.
Actually...
It's fine, Mr. Momo. Thanks for helping uncover the truth. If Benny really is a key member of Threadstar and tried to harm Madame Julie, I'll personally bring him to justice. Even if he's got his reasons. Or if he introduced Threadstar to me, even without meaning to. I want to hear it from him directly. Right. Before we find Benny, let's take this suitcase to Alan's for an inspection. With a professional detergent expert's report proving that 2 detergents made these marks, our interrogation will be stronger.
Alright, let's go! With Nikki and Momo on the case, and Leora helping out too, there's no way we can fail. We're definitely going to catch him.
When will this end?
Once again, Benny, my exact words.
Benny, we've brought solid evidence this time. There's nowhere left to run. Tell us everything about Threadstar's plot.
No way. You're just trying to trick me. You really think I'd believe you? How many times do I have to repeat myself? I've got nothing to do with Threadstar.
Is it not this? The one that has the bit about Benny, yeah, at the very end.
A minor offender involved in coercive sales and forced rentals, sentenced to 100 years in prison with compulsory labor.
How did you find this? Don't bring that up. No!
You served Threadstar centuries ago, and we should believe you're not involved with them now? Benny, if you keep this up, you'll only end up back in prison. And for even longer next time. Why won't you confess?
No! An old newspaper can't prove a thing! It happened so long ago. How is that evidence? I never stole the suitcase, or tried murdering Julie. Colleen! She's the one who did it!
Do you see it now, Benny? Madame Julie's suitcase has traces from the mixture of Super Duper Palmed and One Wash Fresh. The latter being the detergent used to clean the suitcase regularly.
So what?
Where did that Super Duper Palmed come from? The only explanation is if someone left their own detergent behind and took the transport shipment. And I think the culprit is you.
No!
Actually, we've got another crucial piece of evidence. If a professional investigator examines you, they'll tell whether you're truly as clean as you claim. Maybe you ended up just as over clean as the suitcase after coming into contact with the same mix of super duper palmed and one wash fresh.
Enough! Enough! Stop talking about things I already know! I know I damaged the suitcase. I know I hurt the pieces. I know I'm an accomplice, but I've already tried to break away. Why can you just not let me go?
What? Make it make sense. Oh my god.
You've gone to prison for a century and still don't get it? A bad
That's
seed always
crazy.
bears bad fruit.
That's
Some mistakes
crazy.
should never have been made.
One Punch Leora! One
You
Punch
don't know
Leora!
anything. What if that bad seed was just me being born?
What?
What if his dream was to be a perfect star, but an accident ruined his face? What if I was born from the nightmare wrapped in that damaged costume from such a disaster?
That seed wasn't bad. Even with that scar, you're still an excellent talent scout, helping a country girl step onto the stage. And your insistence on prop safety spared her from the same fate.
How? How did you know? Cersei?
Yes.
I've always wanted to ask her something. If I had not insisted on the original schedule that day, would she never have fallen?
She was doomed to die. She was investigating Threadstar's costumes and was targeted.
No, I should have known. I rented those costumes. I just didn't dare to think about it. I always... After I got out, I was a ragged scrap with a 100-year sentence, shunned by everyone. Only Threadstar gave me a chance to keep creating perfect stars. So I told myself it was okay, that I was just a fringe PC on the sidelines. I stole the suitcase, but I didn't want to think about what was inside it. I kidnapped the PCs, but I didn't want to see what happened to them afterward.
A crime is still a crime. No matter how you tried to dodge it before, this time you still bared your claws at Madame Julie and tried to kill her.
I didn't. I'm not qualified to do such an important mission. Coolin assigned my tasks. She didn't even tell me Julie was still alive.
Julie was still alive. Leora, do you remember that when we were investigating in the Ripple wine cellar, Coolin said that too? She did. She seemed unaware that Julie faked her death. The attack on Madame Julie... Could the real mastermind still be hiding in the abandoned district? We need to ask Coolin again.
She won't cooperate. She joined Threadstar to find her missing twin brother. That's the only
What
thing
do
she
you
truly cares
mean? How much lore do these guys have?
Missing? What
Oh
else do
my
you know
god,
about
just
Coolin?
let me out of here.
about. She'd rather talk to birds than to other PCs. Maybe because she once had a celeb crow named Cece. She's always been closer to those birds than PCs.
Why does Cece ring a bell?
Could it be...
This scarf!
Oh,
Tommy said
right.
Mr. Simon and his sister once raised a celeb crow called Cece together.
But Simon is already... Leora, would you be able to visit Tommy and borrow Mr. Simon's relics? I think we have a lot to discuss with Coolin now. Okay, I'll be right back.
You'd better help her see things clearly. She doesn't need to live the way I did.
There's just one more thing, Benny. The regret from back then shaped who I am today. A patched-up me. Someone with courage and patience. No longer afraid to face the truth. All the wounds, regrets, mistakes, everything is fixable. I hope you can forgive your own scars.
Drama. De drama of it all.
If only Leora had told Benny this sooner. Benny's done so
Okay,
many bad
you know
things.
what? In the
No one's going to
it's just
forgive him.
finally questioned
Maybe
Coolin.
what Leora meant
I
was
just
that
feel like
having regrets and
perhaps there's
flaws
light at the
doesn't
end of
mean
the
that
tunnel
life
and
has to end.
we're not gonna be stuck
It's
here
never too late to
for
start
another
mending.
5 hours, right? Infold, you wouldn't do that to me.
Still, the worst
You
of
wouldn't
it
do
is
that to me, right?
Threadstar. This time, we have to put an end to their crimes for good.
You wouldn't do that. You do that. You would that to me. You would that. Blah 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 blah. Oh, this fit
This
looks so
again.
beautiful in this lighting.
Ask away. You're wasting your time.
No, girl, you are wasting my time.
That's where you're wrong.
Oh my god, look at
We've
us. We
discovered
look like
something we'd
an
like to
angel
show
of
you.
divine retribution. Gosh, so pretty. I cannot.
Tommy informed us this scarf belonged to a late senior columnist. He was on his way home, planning to give this scarf with its subtle bird embroidery to his sister. Because they once raised a celeb crow named Cece.
Where is he? What do you mean by late senior columnist?
Girl, she dead.
I'm sorry, Colleen. What Tommy encountered was a PC that had been born from that person's clothing. His name is Simon. We were able to locate his whereabouts within your ledger.
What is going on with the follow mixing?
I didn't know.
Girl, this game is a
This
mess.
letter was meant for you.
This game is an absolute mess.
It's possible he may have taken on a
Oh,
new
why am I
PC
here?
to conceal his true identity,
Just suffer.
hoping to meet you again someday. But I'm sure that hearing that new name, it must have felt very unfamiliar to you.
Norento. I'm not reading this. GG's.
I've been waiting for him to come home. I took my medicine. I took good care of Cece. I promised, even sick, I'd live longer than Cece. Longer than him. I wrote the newspaper letter to every address listed in our book. Later, I went knocking door to door. None of them knew. He'd gone too far away. I then became a PC. And my brother. There must be another PC born from his closet. I waited and waited for such a long time. I kept all of his clothes safe. But why? Brother, why did you leave me all alone?
So hypothetically, if PCs are born out of humans' clothing that have emotional significance attached, what if Nikki is reborn as a PC, like made from like a miracle outfit? Does she become like the ultimate strongest PC of all time? Because I would reckon that a miracle outfit that is basically like whim like infused would be like the most powerful type of clothing imaginable. So it would just be like Giga PC. I kind of
His
want that to
strongest
happen.
wish was to go home and see his sister. He only had the clothing he wore outside. The road home was too long.
Girl, what?
Did you think
I'm not
joining
paying
Fred's
attention
side
at all
would help
anymore.
you find your brother?
I've checked out.
The final costume, the forbidden outfit, can capture every gaze
What?
and control every mind.
That is crazy! The forbidden outfit of mind control!
So many people walk the streets of Sichi and beyond. There are so many cities that are just like it. I won't be able to find my brother in all of that. Unless the outfit's finished. Whoever wears it only needs to stand on the stage and ask one question for me. That's all.
The forbidden outfit. So that's Threadstar's ultimate goal? That's absolutely crazy! You knew full well that it was an evil power. Beyond all that, you were fully aware that the PCs you ordered to be kidnapped had loved ones who would be devastated, their hearts broken because of your actions. You know that pain better than anyone.
To hurt others for your own desires. That's incredibly selfish.
Enough of this, Colleen. Don't you ever commit these evil acts again.
I'm sorry.
I'm hoping you'll help us to expose Threadstar's plan.
The forbidden outfit is almost complete. Julie is a natural star, and the golden vision is aimed at using her as the final material. But I don't know who attempted to assassinate her, whether she actually died, or what the fabric I took was about. All I know is I was simply following orders to complete the mission.
So, you're telling us there's a hidden boss giving you orders? We've been tracking the culprit all along, yet they somehow saw through Madame Julie's fake death and responded right away. They couldn't have reacted
No,
so
is
fast
there
without
another
being at the
player?
scene.
I'm literally so freaking
This
done.
matches the plan between Madame Julie and Leora. Right here, in the abandoned district, lies the true mastermind behind all of Threadstar's evil plans. The problem is, we still can't
It's
figure out
Giovanni.
who they are.
GG's. Just call it a day. Pin it on Giovanni and move on. That's what we're
How
doing.
many accomplices
I'm
they
making an
have,
executive
we'll catch them
decision.
all.
Right. Madame Julie got hurt, so she's probably still resting now. When it's daytime, we should talk to Madame Julie.
Girl. Girl.
Oh, this is so exciting! What's next?
Madam Julie, Leora, what are you talking about?
Just bragging about how smart and brave my little Nikki is.
Oh, girl.
And how she took down Threadstar and smashed their scheme.
Girl, we haven't quite accomplished that yet, but I'll take it.
Yeah, without Nikki's help, I don't think our risky plan would have ever worked. And I'm just a first-time detective. I couldn't have come this far without everyone's help. However, the matter isn't fully resolved yet. The mastermind behind all this isn't Benny or Colleen. It's someone hiding deep in the shadows. Until we've caught them, Threadstar could still hurt Madame Julie or any one of us.
Dear, you're as kind and just as little Cersei. I really like you. But it can't always be you running around for me. Now it's my turn to pitch in.
Do you have an idea, Julie?
I sure hope so.
Cersei, do you remember our masterpiece? As the rain falls, as the flowers bloom.
So this is how we're roping in the 5-star banner.
I've seen reports about it.
I've been wondering about
It was
that.
a play starring Cersei and Juliet.
That's right. Rain won't hold back my steps. Let the storm rage even harder. I'm setting out to find clear skies.
Go off, Diva.
That's what the elder sister said to her younger sister when she left Rain City behind.
Yes, and then it goes.
But sister, they say beyond the city lies only deeper darkness. How will you pass through the clouds? How will you withstand the lightning?
You will simply equip a 5-star outfit that allows you to float on a broomstick, including a beautiful witch hat with a very large brim that shields you from the rain.
We are the sorceresses, and we ride our brooms.
Did I not say that?
The storm clouds lit by lightning. I'll pierce through them, pierce through the storm. You long for clear skies, only proven with your eyes.
Only proven with your eyes.
That's right. Julie won't go down easy.
Girl, what is happening?
Madam Julie.
Oh, me.
It's really great to have you back. Oh, that's all thanks to my little Nikki. If she hadn't caught the remaining Threadstar remnants, I wouldn't be standing here today.
I love her voice acting so much.
The last of Threadstar's remnants, Benny and Colleen, have already been captured. Ripple Estate is safe once more.
How dare they try to take Julie down? I should have defeated
Sheldon
her.
looks so fucked up. Like, look at bro. I can't. I love him.
The two of them have no shame.
The raindrops creating ripples are the rhythm of my dance. Only through celebration may we drive the darkness away. Friends, let's celebrate together. The Ripple Estate soiree is about to begin.
There's like 5 people here, but
When the
I live.
mastermind thinks we've lowered our guard and tries to strike Julie again, we'll get them right away and end this forever.
Oh, is that our plan? Slay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm holding my purifying arc. Ooh.
We can't let the villains ruin this celebration. Nikki, let's go talk with Leora about the final plan. Or talk to some PCs to gather intel.
Please take good care of yourself, too. Leah, she'd be worried about you.
Don't worry.
Hi, everyone. Miss Scarlet, how's your recovery going?
I'll be okay. Injuries happen all the time. When I was with the Kingdom Guards, I had more stitches on me than I could even count. But that still won't keep me down.
But you're not fully healed yet. Are you sure you want to join the mission?
My only wish is to catch the culprit, even if it means using every last bit of my strength to do so. Threadstar is cunning. I know that better than anyone. You'll be more likely to catch them having me around. Tell me the details. How are you planning to use Julie as bait to trap the culprit?
Okay, at the opening of the Ripple Estate soiree, Madame Julie and I will team up for a styling duel and perform the first dance.
Hell yeah!
I've already passed the co-performer auditions, and I've earned the Sovereign of Sexy medal. Everyone in the abandoned district already knows about this, so it won't raise any suspicions among
Oh,
other
this is kind of
PCs.
brutal, though. How would you... Like, imagine if you're a new player and you start playing during Golden Season or, like, shortly before and you haven't, like... Getting even remotely close to clearing the Sovereign of Sexy styling challenges? Are you just stuck here and you can't progress the time-limited quest? That would be quite brutal.
During the performance, Madame Julie will purposely let me win, but
Oh.
just enough to keep it believable. Then she'll pretend to be upset and say she's going back to the village to change into a new outfit, so that we can have a rematch.
Great plan. Since you said the last remnants of Threadstar are wiped out, and Julie's making a public appearance, Threadstar should assume we've lowered our guard.
Right. When the soiree is over, any outsiders lingering in the abandoned district will be a lot more conspicuous and won't go unnoticed. When Madame Julie returns alone to the village during the party, it'd be the culprit's last chance to strike. They'll have to try. Leora and I will be hiding nearby, ready to protect Madame Julie and catch the culprit.
Understood. I'll find a good ambush spot nearby, too.
Phew, the show's about to start. Nikki, are you feeling nervous? With you and Miss Scarlet here working together, I feel like we can handle any danger. More than that, I want to catch this culprit, teach them a lesson, and put an end to these crimes. Such a familiar feeling. Back when I performed as Rain Falls, as Flowers Bloom with Juliet, I was always nervous. How would the audience react? Then,
That really sounds...
I'm afraid I still... Yeah, no matter...
Dear little Nikki, my dance partner, are you ready? Let's unleash our passion together and light up this sexy night.
I live for this woman. I truly do. Let's see how whack we can get with our outfit. See, doesn't it look pretty? In the styling menu, I love the color of this dress. Overworld doesn't do it justice. Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen so much worse. I've seen so much worse, truly. Ooh. Yes. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily giving sexy, but it's giving something for sure. It's giving whimsical more than sexy. It's giving silly, it's giving goofy. I also don't know why my game is choking so much. Scripted W. I guess it has to be a scripted victory, if you haven't already cleared her stuff before playing this. Oh lord. Our fit is absolutely whack. Absolutely whack.
Oh, it's been ages since I've had this much fun. One more dance, just one more.
Madame Julie, I've already beaten you once in front of everyone. I don't want to look like I'm disrespecting the Ripple estate.
Oh, what nonsense.
No.
Do you think I, Julie, am afraid to lose?
Nikki. Top
Don't
tier
underestimate
acting.
The Sovereign of Sexy. I've still got an ace up my sleeve. Gordon made me an outfit that's full of wind.
Oh yeah?
Once I pick it up from the village, I'll unleash my
Is it
final
like a
move,
mummy
the
rag
red
type
top
of fit?
hands, and then we'll have another round.
Whoa, I've never seen Madame Julie this eager to win.
Everyone's a paid
Never
actor, it
seen Madame
seems.
Julie lose? This is her first time facing as strong an opponent as Miss Nikki.
Exactly. Come on. Let's grab some more detergents. There'll be more exciting performances later.
Well, then I'll wait for Madame Julie to return from the village for another dance.
Nikki, should we start getting ready?
Right, let's head to Prosperville now.
stylish time.
Girl doesn't guff.
In the rain, atop the tallest spire in the Rain City, the downpour is swallowing the horizon.
When the flowers bloom,
I'll
set out.
But
The flowers haven't bloomed yet, sister. And I only have one seed left.
Beneath the curtain of the rain, she seems to see her sister's silhouette dancing familiar steps in the rain. Raindrops fall, sister dances on. Ripples splash where her feet touch. The city's reflection blurs. Her steps quicken, becoming stranger. This is no raindrop dance, but a new dance for clearer skies. She steels her resolve, looks toward the dark clouds,
What?
and grips her broom tightly.
Madam Julie, please accept my interview!
From the highest tower, she finally leapt.
I knew it was them all along.
What a nuisance.
Did I not just say that like fucking 58 years ago? To be fair, I've said that about like everybody. No, girl.
Pass through the storm, she will find clear skies. After him.
It is time for a scheduled advertisement.
No, my game is choking. Even the game has had enough of this storyline. Dragging on for 58 years. Girl, where do you think you're going? Can I? Oh, okay, I don't... Wow. Epic. No!
Watch out, Nikki! Leon can summon S-lings!
No! Can I glide, please? I guess not. Oh my lord. I'm so over this.
Full of anger. You finally understand. Perfect play. That's right.
What? What?
Of Threadstar. Of course, this is just the most boring cameo I've ever played.
Can I just...
Miss Detective, do you really think pulling back the curtain means victory? No, no, no. Even the truth is just a supporting role in my script. My God. Grant me the forbidden gift's power once more.
That is so annoying. I'm trying to like do a jump, purify, and it just
Of the final bar.
uses a floating outfit for some reason.
Attacking head-on isn't working. Try going for its back instead.
Oh, such riveting gameplay. Such riveting gameplay,
Oh,
bro.
rainy night, grant me forbidden knowledge. The Grand Vision's final. Take it.
There's nothing more disrespectful than just like leaving like midway through a villain's like evil monologue, right?
That captures everyone's
I'm just gonna
gaze.
grab this chest real quick, bro, if you don't mind. Ooh, those are quite cute. Just completely ignoring, bro. I think this should deal a sufficient amount of psychic damage for him to just... What do you mean? What do you mean by this? Can I not get up? Can I not get back up anymore? Oh my freaking god, this is so annoying. Oh, okay, so it's corrupted, so we have to start back from here. Girl. I have no idea what I'm doing with this outfit, but we're doing something. Girl, why is everybody One Punch Man up in here? Girl, you can literally sneeze on these Esselings. There's 3 Esselings
These reckless beings.
around you.
Why will they accept the true blessing?
Watch out!
Tinkerbell!
Sorry.
What? Oh, come on. Benny's here to throw hands.
No!
Throw him in the cyclone. Throw him in the cyclone. That's what I'm saying. No. Benny. My king.
Benny. I'll go find him.
No, I don't think so, girl.
So, just like
Well, at least nobody was put to prison.
Small flower braids in rows.
Sorry, no, thanks. I've had enough. I've had enough.
the Ripple Estate soiree ended successfully.
Did it
Everyone
now?
okay?
Nikki, looks like Leora wants to see us. Let's talk to her.
Girl. How much longer are you gonna hold me hostage here?
Leora, Miss Nikki. Thanks to Madame Julie setting up the barrel home, Momo and I both got a good rest.
Oh yeah, dancing for 3 days straight at the Ripple Estate soiree really wore me out.
Thanks to you, everyone is celebrating to their heart's content. Madame Julie is exhausted and resting at home. Not to mention the Forgotten.
That's kind of a big sleigh.
First time. Miss Scarlet insisted on guarding Colleen herself. She wouldn't even put a single drop of detergent on just in case. Hey, I don't think I've seen Tommy around either. Strange that he didn't join the fun.
Didn't bro get knocked out?
Tommy is busy investigating Mr. Leon, saying he wants to write an in-depth report. Maybe in a few days, you'll receive his first draft.
Why am I getting the first draft, bro?
I heard they
I'm
found
not an
where Yanni
editor.
is, too. Luckily, he hasn't been harmed. Miss Scarlet contacted the Kingdom Guards, and they'll bring him back soon.
I have no idea who Yarny is.
Miss Nikki, I actually stopped by to say goodbye to you. Wait, you're leaving already? Yes. Now that Threadstar's conspiracy has been thwarted, and my wish to become a PC has been fulfilled, I've got no reason to stay in the abandoned district. How have you been these past few days? I'll be okay, Miss Nikki. Not exactly good. Maybe I'll write to him. Yes. Do you... Of course. I may not be... I plan to leave before... Beautiful. I've been meaning to ask, what's the ending of As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom?
Oh, my dear girl. That one
What?
was written by Juliet and Cersei
What is
together.
happening?
She clenches the tiny broom as small as herself, fighting desperately against the storm.
Magic surges forth. Beneath the pouring rain, the final seed explodes, bursting in a fierce bloom.
The wind paves her way. The petals guide her.
As she breaks through the clouds, silence overtakes all. The sunrise casts its light upon the earth.
There she sees the first clear sky.
Excellent story. Leah would have loved it.
Look, The train is here. Goodbye, Miss Leora. Bon voyage. Travel safely.
Right, Nikki and I will both miss you.
You two. I'll miss you both so much.
Girl, we hardly know each other.
At times like this, you know I always have too much to say. But I don't want to hold you up. I'll skip the fuss and simply wish you never-ending joy and freedom that knows no bounds.
Thank you, Julie. Take care of yourself. Miss Scarlet, you know if you change your mind, I can leave it with you.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. Take it with you. Take Leah to see the faraway places. This world is beautiful, isn't it?
Let's go. Time to leave.
Goodbye. Why do I still feel so sad when everything is clearly over?
It's all right, my friend. Tomorrow will be a brand new day.
Oh my god. Ooh, that is very, very cunty. God dang. Love it. Love it. Alright, my lovelies. I think with that, we're gonna call it a day here. Thank you so much for watching. That was a lot longer than I was anticipating. And so I'm going to be, I guess, making some kind of a Frankenstein's cut of all of that. Again, I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are. Bye now.